Hi guys, I'm Dr. Mamun Alrashid. I'm a orthopedic surgeon here at Palm Beach County in South Florida, and I specialize in adult joint reconstruction. I trained at Harvard. I'm currently an assistant professor at University of Miami, where I teach medical students, and I've also trained residents under me. So I just wanted to come and talk to you guys today about what an orthopedic surgeon does and what is orthopedic surgery. Well, it's a field of medicine that gets to deal with patients who have bone, joint, muscle, tendon, cartilage problems. In other words, what we call the musculoskeletal system. That keeps us busy because there are more than 200 bones in the body. And any one of us at any point in our lives can break those bones or fracture those bones. So when you do that on a sporting field, or people getting hurt while they're driving, or various things, you come and seek out an orthopedic surgeon to take care of you. And here's the cool thing: our training and our skill sets enable us to put you right back and get you where you want to be. So that's what orthopedic surgeons do. We have the ability and the skills to take care of people when they have these injuries. Now, other times, you may have family members who've been, like a grandma or grandpa, who've been suffering with arthritis and pain in their joints, in their hips, in their back, in their shoulders, in their knees. And, that can be very debilitating. You can see them getting wheelchair bound. And so, they come to orthopedic surgeons, and we take care of them, and we take care of their arthritis, not only with medication, but with actually surgically fixing them and putting in very impressive joint replacements. So where we put in various implants in people's bodies. So we get to play with a lot of different toys. We use various materials. We work with engineers to kind of design implants so that it's the right fit for the right person. We use various sorts of, regular tools that you may have been faced with doing DIY at home, but we use it on the operating table to fix people, put them back together. And the technology is always evolving, and it's always fascinating to evolve with that and see how we can use all the greatest and the best technologies in taking care of folks. Robotic surgery, using 3D printing, customized ways of actually customizing the implant that we put in your body. So it's an exciting, evolving, wonderful field to be practicing in today's day. Okay, so that's in a gist, kind of giving you guys a summary of what an orthopedic surgeon does. And within orthopedic surgeons, some folks specialize in trauma, some in sports surgery, some in joint reconstruction, some taking care of patients with spine problems, hands. So the list goes on and on and on. So there's a variety of different arenas within the specialty itself that that you can all be interested in differently, and that may cater different interests. So how do you become an orthopedic surgeon, you ask? Well, it is years and years of training, and you have to be dedicated. You have to really want to be a surgeon, firstly, and then if your mind and heart is in it, you can do it. It obviously starts at your stage, deciding, choosing your right degrees, and when you're applying for that college program. And then after your 4 years of college, you sit for the MCAT and get into medical school, which is another 4 years of training. And during medical school, you get to rotate through all the different specialties, and then you become a doctor. And finally, you get to carry that MD or the DO sign around you. And as a doctor, you then choose whether you want to be a surgeon or you want to be a medicine specialist. And then there is a residency program. And in orthopedic surgery, it's another 5 years after that. And then after that, you can be a general orthopedic surgeon, or you could be somebody like me who took further training at Harvard and other places like UF and at Duke, and become a subspecialist in one area. So that's kind of the training that's involved. It is hard work, it is dedication, but I think the rewards are worth it in the end, because what other field of work allows you on a daily basis to take care of people who are hurting, who are in pain, who are suffering, who can't walk, who can't move, and they come to you and you have the training, the skill sets, and the ability on an everyday basis to make them better and make them go back to achieving their function. And that intimate relationship with you and your patients and the people you take care of, I think is unique, it's rewarding, and often I believe it's a blessing to be able to do that. And you see that satisfaction when you are able to make that difference in somebody's life, you know. And if that's what you want to do, well, you know, this may be the specialty for you. And those of you who are very hands-on and like to do things with your hands and have an interest in making things and building things, you know, this is again a great arena. An orthopedic surgeon has to have many hats on. You know, he has to have his scientific hat on, doing research and, you know, getting involved in publications and cutting edge work that advances science. He's involved in surgery, where he's actually doing the operation and correcting problems. He's working with engineers to design the best implants that would, you know, support when a part of the body or a joint no longer works. He's a teacher, an educator, so we're teaching the next generation of medical students and the next generation of surgeons to become exemplary physicians and surgeons of the future. So there are all these different hats that, as an orthopedic surgeon, you know, that one can be involved in. That what my day is involved in. So how did I get into this? What inspired me? Well, you know, in school when I was your age, I kind of was very curious about the human body, and I wanted to learn more about it, and I was fascinated by the biology and you know, the anatomy of the body and how it all worked. And that's where my interest started. I knew that I wanted to be an expert in taking care of the human body, and that's, you know, what got me into medicine. And then when I went into medicine, I, you know, rotated through different specialties, and I found during my orthopedic rotation that, hey, this was one specialty that I can actually make people better using my hands and fix a problem. If they've broken a bone, I can put a bone together and it heals. So, you know, that's how I kind of evolved into this position. And, you know, I think that for those of you who may think, oh, it's you know, it's a long process and it's challenging. Yes, it is. But, you know, there are resources and options available for those of you. You just need to look around, okay, and to be able to avail those resources to be able to get you through some of those challenges and steps, and a lot of scholarships that you guys may be able to find, and I know there are available. And then eventually, you know, once you go through the residency program and establish yourself as a physician, whatever specialty you may be, you'll soon find that you know, you're able to pay those loans off in good time. So while there is a delayed gratification process, in the end, you know, it's worth it and it pays off. So don't let that deter you. I think the key thing, my advice would be, is that firstly decide, does this interest you? What I've said to you, does that interest you? Does that appeal to you? Do you see yourself spending the rest of your life taking care of folks with these problems and watching them getting better because of what you're doing? Do you like that human interaction? Do you like to communicate? Do you like to meet people and talk to people and find out about their issues, what challenges they find every day, and have that ability to the best, you know, of your own ability to try and help them along. So if that's what interests you, that's what stimulates you, then I think the rest will fall in place, and it's just a matter of time. So I wish you all the very best in your careers, whatever path that may be, and I think it was a real pleasure to be able to have the opportunity to share my story and what I do. Okay, good luck.